Roll the corn. Put the corn in the chat. Put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from in the chat. Put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from in the chat. We know the truth now. Alabama, what's up? OB Job, what's up, cuz? Put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from in the chat. Cleveland, Ohio, Texas. Birmingham, Alabama, roll the corn. H-Town, what's up? Memphis in the building. Memphis, Mississippi in the building. JWI, what's up? King Kareem, Florida. Follow King Kareem. Roll the corn, Florida. Atlanta, Georgia in the building. Lexington, Kentucky. Chicago, California. Cali in the building. Conyers, Georgia. I've been there. A nice place. Conyers, Georgia. Roll the corn. Huntsville, Alabama. Orange Mound, Tennessee. Detroit, Georgia. Sorry about the Lions, Quentin Cook. Sorry about the Lions, Quentin Cook. New York City. Memphis, Mississippi. Eunice, Florida. Roll the corn. Connecticut in the building. 9 Ether, appreciate that. Roll the corn. Share the live. Hit the like button. Share the live. Subscribe to my YouTube. The link is in my bio. And subscribe to my live subscription on TikTok. Roll the corn. North Click. Put where you're from. Put the corn in the chat. We know the truth now. We know the truth now. Now today, Philly in the building. You rooting for the Eagles? You rooting for the Eagles or what, man? Philly in the building. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. King Geach B. What's up? Bombshell. What's up? Appreciate the follow, Bombshell. Roll the corn. Dallas, Texas in the building. Shout out to Dallas. I see the artist from Dallas just got signed, man. Shout out to the artist from Dallas just got signed. But Yo got it. Roll the corn. Casey Macon, Indiana in the building. Maryland in the building. What's up? Now today, we're going to talk about Atlantis and people who descend from Atlanteans. And we're going to show you where, I'm going to show you where Atlantis is. The real Atlantis is it. And I'm going to show you the people who descend from Atlantis and some of the things that they said and some of this mythology that go along with the real truth of the mythology of Atlantis and the real Atlantis, what they're really talking about. Larry Hubbard, Mississippi in the building. What's up? Roll the corn. Just seen Jesus the Snowman. Respect my kicks. What's up? Okay. Atlantis, people. North America down through Central America. In old maps, they said this was Atlantis. You see that? In old maps, in the 1600s, it shows Atlantis on the maps in the 1600s. That was done in London, in England. They made these maps in the 1600s with Atlantis on North America, right? Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Okay. We got Atlantis Insula. Atlantis Insula, right? Insula is like an island, people. That's what they're talking about, like a continent landmass island. Let's look up Insula. Let me show you what that is. Insula is Latin word for island, right? Atlantis Insula, Atlantis Island, North America. This is what they're talking about, Atlantis Island, right? Insula is a Latin word for island. Let's go back. Atlantis Insula. See that, right? They're talking about North America. They're talking about North America. Let me show you again. Atlantis Insula, North America, Central America, South America, Atlantis. Atlantis Insula, roll the coin. Insula is right here. Island. Okay, let's keep going. Now, check this out. Atlantis Isthmus. Atlantis Isthmus, right? Atlantis Isthmus. We got Atlantis, North America, the island. Then we have Atlantis Isthmus. Let's look up Isthmus. Let's see what that is. A narrow strip of land connecting two larger land masses. So Atlantis Isthmus is Central America connecting North America to South America. Let's look at it again. Atlantis Isthmus is Central America. A narrow strip of land connecting the larger land areas, right? So now I wanted to show y'all that because they're talking about Atlantis, North America, South America. Atlantis Isthmus is Central America. Let's keep going. Let's look at that one more time. Look at that one more time. You see that? That's connecting North America to South America. See that? Isthmus. Connecting the land, two larger land areas, which is North and South America. Let's keep going. Okay. Roll the coin. Now, this is a book. This is a book called New Atlantis, Lord Verulam, right? New Atlantis, Lord Verulam, wrote over there in London, talking about Atlantis, right? This is from London, wrote about Atlantis. Here go the name of the book, New Atlantis. See that, right? Let's get into this book. Let's get into this book. There's some interesting stuff in this book I want to break down for y'all. It's real interesting. Now, yet they had the knowledge of the languages, books and affairs of Thoth. You see that? Books and affairs of Thoth. That's what they talking about, people. You see that? How the great Atlantis, which we call America, roll the coin. Those, yeah, but I'm gonna show y'all the Thoth part. Roll the coin. Books and affairs of thought that lie at Farheath Defiance. How the great Atlantis, which we call America, abounded once in tall ships, people. So they're saying the Atlanteans, which we call America, had tall ships, right? How the people of Peru thought the South Sea of Mexico through the Atlantic to the Mediterranean Sea did both in 10 years, makes whatever. But this is what I want you to see. How the great Atlantis, which we call America, and the people there had tall ships. Roll the coin. Now, why is this important? They called America Atlantis at one point. They try to act like Atlantis is underwater in the ocean, but in these old books, they talking about Atlantis is right here. In the old books, this is Atlantis. This is Atlantis in the old books. This is Atlantis Isthmus, which is the central landmass connecting them. In the old books, they say Atlantis, which we call America, right? And they got ships over there. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This is not a mythological place, people. This is a real place that they just named Atlantis. Now, this book Is Atlantis in America? Navigators of the ancient world. Atlantis in America, navigation of the ancient world. Let's keep going. I'm finna get to Phoenicians. I'm finna get to Phoenicians madhouse. It's great you said that. I'm finna get to Phoenicians. I'm gonna show you who the Phoenicians really are. Like I've been telling y'all the whole time. I'm gonna get to that. I ain't gonna explain it too fast. Let's keep going. Now, Plato, Atlantis, from myth to reality, right? It started in myth. They made myths about real places. You just gotta know what part is the myth and what part is reality. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Now, where was the Atlantis of myth? If you are presently upright in any part of the Americas, you are standing on it. Let me read that again. Where was the Atlantis of myth? If you are presently upright in any part of the Americas, you are standing on Atlantis. Roll the motherfucking corn. This ain't no myth. These ain't no aliens. These are Timaricans they are talking about in the old books. When you break it down, they tell you exactly where Atlantis is. Here it is. If you are presently upright in any part of the Americas, you are standing in Atlantis. Roll the corn. The Atlantean teachings of agriculture and building structures and starting civilizations come from here. The Egyptians said the Atlanteans brought them knowledge. The Sumerians popped up out of nowhere doing Atlantean things. This is where they get the knowledge from. If you in America, your ass in Atlantis. This ain't underwater. I'm not underwater, is it? Am I underwater? Am I swimming? No. The real landmass of America is Atlantis. The old books told the truth. They made it mythology to put it under the water so you couldn't prove that they got all their knowledge from this landmass. People, death to mythology. Death to mythology. I don't want to hear no more mythology, bro. We the people taught these people everything. This is the land of milk and honey. This is this is where all the knowledge come from. I told y'all, the mound builders with all that knowledge, going around the world, teaching other cultures, mixing in with other cultures, and they called them Atlanteans. Let's keep going. If you anywhere in America, your ass in Atlantis. You could be in Georgia, Indiana, South America, Peru, Brazil, your ass in Atlantis. Roll the coin. We're going to stop playing with this knowledge, acting like it ain't got nothing to do with here. It got everything to do with here. Let's keep going. Now, the gods of the Phoenicians, also kings of Atlantis, right? Let's break this down. Right? We find the mythology of the Phoenicians was drawn from the same source. The mythology of the Phoenicians was drawn from the Atlanteans, right? That's what they're saying. For instance, we find in Phoenician cosmology that the Titans derived their origins from the Phoenician god Argus and Agrotus, right? Roll the coin. Now we're talking about Phoenicians. Now we're going to break the Phoenicians down. They say it was one of the kings of Atlantis, one of the Phoenician kings, right? But these people are mixed with Atlanteans. They are not the original Atlanteans. Like I told y'all, Egyptians got mixed with Atlanteans. Phoenicians got mixed. Assyrians got mixed. Everybody on that land mixed in with the original Hebrew or Atlantean or God's people at one point in time on the landmass in the Middle East and Africa. And I'm going to show y'all that. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Where we at? Right here. Let me see. It was something I wanted to show y'all in here. Let me see. Something I wanted to show y'all. Okay. Kronos gave Attica his daughter, Athena, as in Greek legends. This is mythology. This is mythology, right? This is mythology. Now watch this. In time of plague, be sacrificed, son of Oreganos, and compelled his allies to do the same thing. It would appear that the singular rite, practiced as we have seen by the Atlanti of the Old and New Worlds, the Egyptians, the Phoenicians, the Hebrews, the Ethiopians, the Mexicans, and the red men of America, dates back, as we might expect it, to Atlantis, right? Kronos visits the different regions of habitable world. He gave Egypt as a kingdom the god Thoth. That is Thoth, people. That is Thoth. He gave Egypt as a kingdom the god Thoth, right? That's what they're saying. It's talking about Thoth, who had invented the alphabet. The Egyptians called him Thoth, and he was representing among them as the god of letters, the clerk of the underworld, bearing a tablet, pen, and palm branch. Let's keep going. This not only connects Phoenicians with Atlantis, but shows the reflection of Egyptian civilization to both Atlantis and the Phoenicians. Now watch this. This is where we get deep right here. Watch this. Roll the coin. Now it's a part of here they're talking about Osiris. Let me see, can I find that? When they say this teaching is foreign, I got to find that receipt. It's going to tell you that the teaching of that is foreign. It don't come from there. Somebody bought that teaching there. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, let's talk about the languages. The Semitic languages also verifies of one form of speech. Thought we do not know the primitive language from which the Semitic dialects diverged, yet we know that one time such languages must have existed. We could not derive Hebrew from Sanskrit or Sanskrit from Hebrew, but we can well understand how both may be proceeded from one common source. So they're talking about Sanskrit and Hebrew coming from a common source of a common people of the Atlanteans. That's what they're talking about. Now here we go right here. Here we go. And the delivery of the records to the foreigner Osiris, the god of Egypt. We have another evidence that Egypt derived her civilization from Atlantis. Roll the corn. Now do you understand what I've been trying to tell y'all? Now let's break that down. Let's break that down. Egypt derived her civilization from Atlantis. Egypt derived their civilization from the Americas. That's what they really trying to tell you, but they want to use Atlantis as myth. But Egypt derived their civilization from Atlantis. Osiris is a foreigner. The Osiris teaching is records to a foreigner. He comes from another place. Osiris did not spring up in Africa. Osiris came to the Egyptians as a teaching. Roll the coin. Thoth too, Phoenicians too, all y'all, it came to y'all as a teaching. Do you see that? Screenshot that. Screenshot that. Egypt derived her civilization from Atlantis. Delivery of their records to the foreigner Osiris. Right? Look at the top. Now watch this. Phoenicians might have been descendant of Atlanteans. So these people are mixed in with Atlanteans. These people are just mixed in with the people who came to the area. And I'm going to show you some evidence on it, that they ran some evidence on it, and they proved it. Let's keep going. Now here we go in the same teaching in the book, right? Same thing the other book got. This book got it too. He gave Egypt as a kingdom to the god Thoth. The Egyptians called him Thoth, right? This is a teaching, not a person. They're talking about the teaching. And Osiris is a foreigner. That's what they're saying. Same thing. Same thing. Let's keep going. Now, they're talking about Kronos. Visited the different regions of habitable world. Let's look at Kronos. Kronos. Hold on, let me find a receipt. Kronos is mythology. Kronos is mythology, right? Let me see. Kronos is a fictional character in Greek mythology, pre-Socratic philosophy. He is a personification of time and is often depicted as an old man with a thick beard. Now, they're talking about Kronos brought the teachings of Thoth to the Egyptians. That's what they're trying to say. Let's go back and look at that again. Right here. Kronos, he gave Egypt his kingdom as the god Thoth, who had invented the alphabet. The Egyptians called him Thoth, right? Represented them as the god of letters, clerk of the underworld, bearing a tablet, pen, and palm branch, right? Now, that's important because this is all mythology. This is all mythology. They're just talking about a teaching. Now, let's go look at something else. So look at something else. Now, Kronos is said to be a planet of Saturn. That's what they say Kronos is, a planet of Saturn. So he's a planet, and Thoth is the moon, right? Kronos, planet, Thoth, moon alignments, and teachings of other things. So this is some type of ideology that's going around to these people who are mixing in with so-called Atlanteans, which are Americans that came to the area of the Middle East and Africa. Let's keep going. Now, something else I want to show y'all here. I don't know if I put it in order or not. Let me check and see. Okay, Phoenicians, genome. Phoenicians, it isn't African. Whoa. Phoenicians is not Africans. Who are they? Unexpected about the Phoenician genome. It isn't African, right? They found the man in a tomb. He is not African. That's crazy. He got DNA from Europe, Spain, Portugal, England, Ireland, Scotland, and the United States and Germany. Yes, we know the United States isn't in Europe, but we have a lot of people with European ancestry here. What is going on? The Phoenicians are mixed with Spanish, Portugal, English, all them people mixed with people from the United States, because the United States is the original bloodline of these people. They just get one drop of blood and they become Phoenicians over there on their land. Do you see what I'm trying to tell y'all now? The original people, Atlanteans, mixed in with different people in Africa and Spain and Portugal and Europe, and you get that one drop and you become a Phoenician. You see that, right? They done the blood work on this man. Why he got United States bloodline in his bloodline? Because this is the Atlantean bloodline that got mixed with all these other hunter-gatherers. You mix it with that and you still come out smart because you still got some of the Atlantean bloodline, right? Roll the coin. Let's keep going. That's crazy right there. Yeah, they thought I wasn't going to bring that out. Now, Chua is the name of appears on Phoenician coins. but its significance is unclear. It may mean lowland, which means distinguished from the uplands that run parallel to the coast. So Chua is in this information too. We're going to get to Chua too. But he looked like a Sumerian. Look at him. Looked like a Sumerian. The Phoenicians were Semitic speaking people, right? Eastern Mediterranean. They got that bloodline in them. That's why they are still relevant. Now let's go look at the Phoenicians. No. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Right here. Right here. The Phoenicians were considered skilled in agriculture. They were considered skilled in agriculture. They are skilled in agriculture because the Atlantean, Timerican side of the bloodline passed them down agriculture knowledge. That's why they are even known over there, because they was good at agriculture in the Mediterranean area, but they had already mixed with God's chosen people. That's what they're trying to tell you. They're not full-blooded. They mixed. Just like Egyptians were mixed. Just like the Assyrians, who got they mixed bloodline of hunter-gatherers and mound builders of the ancient Samaria, got mixed also. All them people mixed over there. They got a little bit of our blood, but they are not the original king, the list of kings, people. They are not. Right? Now let's go look at this. This deep right here. Let's go check this out. Let's check this out. Right here. Okay. This would show that the first Phoenician came long after the line of the kings of gods. Now do you see it? This would show that the first Phoenician came long after the line of the kings of God. These people got some of the blood, but they are not the original line of the kings. And that he was a foreigner as compared with them, right? The line of the king were foreigners compared to them. That's what they're trying to tell you. A foreigner. It's some foreign stuff going on. They said Osiris was a foreigner. The line of the kings were foreigners. They telling you that these people came over there. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. And in delivery of the records to the foreigner Osiris, the god of Egypt, we have another evidence that Egypt derived their civilization from Atlantis. The Semitic languages also have varieties of form of speech, right? From Sanskrit and Hebrew, which was the Atlanteans taught them that. That's what they're trying to tell you. All this stuff came over there. Egypt derived from civilization from Atlantis. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Phoenicians represent some degree the area of the old Atlantean Empire. To some degree, because they mixed with the Atlanteans, right? They are not the full-blooded ones. They mixed with them. So they represent some degree of the teachings of the Atlantean Empire, just like the Egypt do. Just like the Sumerians end up being mixed with the same thing. But for my research, the ancient Sumerian is one of the line of the kings from here. Because the mound builder culture is the land of the kings. After the mound building culture, then you have mixed civilizations with some of the teachings of the Atlanteans or the land of the kings. The land of the kings came from Timeri. That's what I want y'all to understand. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Now, I want to show y'all this about Columbus. Show you what Columbus said. Let's show you what Columbus said. Show you what Columbus said. Let's go find that receipt. Check this out. And it is a curious fact that Columbus had the antediluvian world in his mind's eye even then. For when he reached the mouth of the Orinoco, he thought it was the river Gahan. Orinoco, he thought was the river Gahan. Now, Gahan is in the Bible. Let's go find Gahan. Gahan. The Gahan River is one of the rivers that flowed from the Garden of Eden. Christopher Columbus is talking about, he thought he found the Garden of Eden by this river right here. By this river right here, Orinoco. Where is Orinoco? We know the truth now. Orinoco is in South America. Roll the corn. You down there in South America talking about you somewhere close to the Garden of Eden, right? You say this out your own mouth. These are receipts. This ERG, elite receipt gang. We not coming with no weak ass receipts. We coming with the hard-earned research of what these people talking about. We not finna make up nothing. We finna figure out this shit for once and for all. We finna break it all down. We is tired of y'all with this fake ass knowledge. We coming with the truth. Christopher Columbus is talking about he in South America. He think his ass in the Garden of Eden. Let's break it down one more time for the people who ain't heard me. One more time for your mind. Columbus had the antediluvian world in his mind's eye even then, for when he reached the mouth of the Orinoco River, he thought it was the river Gahan that flowed of paradise.